everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to Vokevvautomotiv. My name is Ollie, and today I thought I'd give you a bit of a background on me, a bit of a background on my car history over the couple of years. I've been driving now for 6 years, since 2017, and I thought I'd let you know into basically what cars I've had over the years. I think I've had about 6 or 7 cars over the years, and I thought I'd let you know what cars I've had. I've currently got a Focus ST Mark II in sea grey. I think it's sea grey, maybe space grey. I can't remember, it's one of the two. But yeah, I've got a Mark II Focus ST at the minute. And yeah, I've had some interesting cars, I've had some good cars, I've had some boring cars. But let me take you through all the cars that I've had over the years. So, starting off with car number 1. So car number 1 was the first car I had when I passed my test, which I bought for £400, and that was a Vauxhall Corsa SXI in red. So that car was produced in 2003, 2004, the age where the Vauxhall's red paint was really bad and it went pink all the time when it had sun on it, and yeah, it wasn't great. We had to polish it, so it did look good by the time I got rid of it, but yeah, like I said, I bought £400, it did me no issues whatsoever, and it gave me confidence driving on my own. So in the end, what I did to get my second car is I did the Ford scrap scheme, which I believe I got about £2,500 for that car, which I know was incredible, but that went towards a brand new, at the time, an 18 plate I believe, Ford Fiesta Mk8 ST line. Now I got the ST line, I think it's 100 horsepower, because I was 18 and I couldn't afford to get the ST at the time, just because of jobs, money, all that kind of stuff. So I had that car in white, I can't think of pearl white or something like that. But that car was great, really good on fuel. It was a 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo, and I used to drive that up and down to Portsmouth, going to work, and I couldn't fault that car at all. That car was amazing. Had it for, I believe, 8 months, 9 months, until I got promotion in work. Then I could go back, and that's when I bought my third car, which was a red 3-door Mk8 Fiesta ST. Now this car is probably one of my favourite cars that I've owned. The handling of it was just incredible. It sounded great, so I had like a sporty valved exhaust on the back. 200 brake horsepower, which doesn't seem a lot, but in a car so small like that, and it's very light and nimble, it used to absolutely fly. And my one was an ST2, I believe, so it didn't have the leather seats, but it had the bucket Recaros, and mine had the optional sunroof, the panoramic roof, so that had the massive glass at the top that went back. I don't know how much that was an option, but it was quite a lot. The only thing I regret about that car is I didn't buy it with the 18-inch wheels, I had it with the 17s. But other than that, I'll leave a picture to what it looked like. And yeah, that's what got me into like the faster cars, I think. So yeah, I absolutely love that car. If I could have that car back, I would. But yeah, that was car number 3. So car number 4. So what did I trade up for? So after having the Mk8 Fiesta ST, one of my friends down at work had a BMW M140i, so I fell in love with that car. His was stage 1 or stage 2, so it's had unbelievable horsepower and all sorts. It's a decal straight pipe. You get the drill. So I didn't want to copy that too much, so I went car shopping, and eventually I found a white 66 plate BMW M140i with a manual. So that's the key point of this thing. A manual, red leather, white exterior. Even it was a 5-door, I wish it was a 3-door, but oh, it's still an amazing car. I absolutely loved it. And I put a picture of it here of what it looked like, and yeah, that car I couldn't fault at all. That car, I had it at 19, 20 years old, and I got insured on that, surprisingly, for like £800 a year, which I thought was absolutely unreal, considering my mate, even though he's from Brunei, he can get insured for like less than £2,000 on this. So I managed to somehow get insured on my M140i for like £800 a year, just over £800 a year I think it was. And I absolutely loved it. That's the one car I regret the most getting rid of, but at the time I was doing around 140 miles a day for work, and with a 3 litre straight 6, you can guess what the fuel was like, and it just wasn't great at all. So I I ended up having to part ways with that car after about I had that car for years, so 12 months. Ended up parting way with that car, and then what did I do then? I thought I should go for something that's a bit more economical. So the modifications I did to my BMW M140i. So first, I didn't do too many. The first thing I did was got the carbon wing mirror caps. So I bought them. I can't remember how much they were. They were quite expensive because they were genuine carbon ones. And yeah, that was the first modification I did. The next one I did was getting the black kidney grills at the front. They were really cheap. Buy off eBay. They were like 16, 17 quid, I think they were. They looked really good. And then I bought off, I think it's AET Motorsport, I believe. I bought a lower front splitter. And I'll leave a picture here of what the car looked like with all those parts put on. And I was going to go further doing the side skirts, rear diffuser, and then spoiler as well, but I never got to that stage. Somebody else who's got the car at Plymouth now has done all those parts. It looks amazing. They've changed the wheels also, which I left standard. But yeah, that was aesthetically all I did to the car. Then I fitted a decat, and then I got a Scorpion D-res system, which was from the back box all the way through to the decat, and that sounded unbelievable. I tried to find a clip of what the car sounded like, and it was so obnoxious, so outrageous, but I absolutely loved it. And like I said, I hated getting rid of that car, but I had to get rid of it at the time, because now I bought a house as well, so it swings and roundabouts. I might get another one in the future, we'll have to see. But yeah, those are the only things I did to the M140i, and then, yeah, let's move on to the next car. So I went for a hybrid BMW 330i. So yeah, I had a BMW 330i in white, the hybrid, 252 brake horsepower, I think they combined. And yeah, that car was phenomenal fuel. Like, getting around the towns where I lived, you could just use the electric mode all the time, even though the electrics only lasted for like 20 miles or so. That car was absolutely phenomenal fuel. Drove up to Liverpool and back, and I got from Cornwall to Liverpool and halfway back on a tank. So yeah, I couldn't fault that car at all. I don't think I had any issues with it. Just thinking back now, but yeah, didn't do any modifications to my 330i apart from putting my private plate on it. But yeah, I love that car, but ended up parting ways with it because it was so expensive a month. The amount I was paying for it a month just wasn't clever really, and didn't fit in with like saving up for a house. It just didn't fit with that. So ended up, after 6 months or so, I managed to sell it for £3 more than I bought it for, which I was pretty happy about. People came down from up north and picked it up, so I'm happy that I sold that for a bit of a profit. But yeah, if anybody wants a hybrid car that is luxurious inside, there's a BMW and is not too expensive to buy outright anyway. But I wouldn't finance it at the minute because the interest rate is so high at the minute. Yeah, I'd definitely go for a 330i. I would go for one again, but at the minute I've got this car and I kind of want to do a track car as another car. So yeah, I'm to and fro on what car to buy after that. But that brings me on to this car, which is the last car I've owned, and that is the Ford Focus ST Mark II, which you probably have seen on this channel a few times now, and on TikTok. I've put on TikTok quite a lot, and yeah, it seems to get quite a good response from everyone, really. I've done a few modifications to this car, which involve the exhaust, which you can probably hear. So with that, I've done a D-res, which cost me about 20 quid, and then I had a decap pipe fitted. Well, that came with the car, so, and that makes the car sound phenomenal. I know you're not allowed it, but you only live once, don't you? So I've got that on the car and it sounds phenomenal. Even though the fuel isn't great on this car, it does about, around the town does 18 mpg. I'm doing 24 at the minute on the dual carriageway. But other than that, I've loved this car. what things have I done on it? I've got a spoiler riser kit on the back from CUK, which was about 40 quid. Really good little mod, doesn't look too chappy. As you always see, these kind of cars have the Mark II RS spoiler, and it always just looks a bit naff, I think. So yeah, I've got the spoiler riser kit at 25mm, and it looks really good. Suits the car really well. Moving on to the next thing, which is the ram air intake. So I've got an orange one up in front, which you get a lot of turbo noise from, which is really good, and it's quite addictive. Which I need to get a turbo crossover pipe for, so that'll make it a bit louder as well under the bonnet. But the one thing, I'd love to get ITBs fitted to the front. I think that'd be unbelievable. It sounds so good. It sounds like one of the Super Tourers touring cars. But yeah, maybe in the future, I don't know. What else has been done to this car? Well, I think it's definitely got a pop band mat, but only at like 4,000 RPM if you give it a rev. And like when you change gear, it snaps on the gear changes, which is quite cool. But I think it had mount tune literally all over this car when I first got it, and I took it all off because it looked a bit stupid, I thought. So I believe it could have a mount tune remap on it as well, because it does feel quick. It feels a lot quicker than other STs I've been in. But yeah, that's something I need to get a car on a dyno at some point to just see what power it is producing, because that'll be interesting to see. So that'll be a good video to do, I think. And then finally, a modification that has just arrived, which I need to do probably next week, and that is a short shifter. So I've got a short shifter setup, which I've recently bought, and I need to get that fitted next week, so stay tuned. This is the point of the video where I thought I'd say, if you haven't subscribed already, just click that subscribe button if you feel like you're enjoying the content. It'll mean the world to me, and it means that we can get further, we can grow bigger, be able to do more exciting things, maybe collaborate with a few more people eventually. I'd love to be able to get this time next year, be on 1,000 subscribers. That would be like the aim and the dream for next year. That would be really cool. Like this year, through my TikToks, I've got about 12, nearly 13,000 followers on there. I got invited by McLaren to check out some of their cars that are good with this year, which I thought was a really cool experience. But that's all down to you guys, and I'll not be able to do that without your guys' support online and without making these videos, really. So yeah, massive thank you. And if you like the video as well, leave it a thumbs up and comment down below any videos that you want me to make of this car, any modifications that you want to see done on this car. But I just want to reiterate, thank you so much for the support that you've given me over the last few weeks. We've only been going about a month or two. We're already at like 70, 80 subscribers, which is phenomenal. I'd never think, I know it sounds petty and everybody says it, but I didn't think I'd get these numbers straight away. And yeah, I just want to carry on making these videos. I really enjoy doing it. Like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see down below. And I'll see you in the next video.